Okay, with powers of 10, let's go ahead and look at this number, 7,777. Well, in the ones place, we have the 7. And, well, what is 10 times 7? Well, it would be 70. What is then 10 times 70? Well, that would be 700. What's 10 times 100? Well, and that's 1,000. So in these powers of 10, each place to the left is 10 times the number. And so we can go look at it the other way. So now let's start on the other side. Let's start with the 7,000. Well, to the right of 7,000, to the right, it would be 1/10. So 1/10 of 1,000 would be 100. 1/10 of 100 would be 10, and 1/10 of 10 would just be 1. So when we're looking at a number based on the left or right of the placement, any number to the left of the number would be essentially, in this case here, 10 times its value. Anything going to the right would be 1/10 of that same value. Now we're going to look at a concept you're pretty familiar with. So let's start with just 10. So if we have 10 and we multiply 10 times 10, that would be 100. Well, let's say if we do 10 times 10 times 10, well, that's going to be 1,000. What's 10 times 10 times 10 times 10? Well, and that's 10,000. There we go. They got the little 0 in there. So those are powers of 10 as well. So that's multiplying 10 times itself each time. So here's another way of looking what we just did. So we said that 10 times 10 equals 100. Well, another way of writing 10 times 10 is to use something called an exponent. We can write 10 times 10 another way and saying 10 squared. 10 squared really means 10 times 10, or 100. So 10 to the third, or 10 cubed, is 10 times 10 times 10. There are 3 tens here, which is why we have the 3 up here. So 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. Okay, so let's do a little practice. So let's review here. In the number 4,444, I would like for you to tell me tomorrow in class, how does the value of the number change going from the right to the left? So let's look here now. How does the value of the number change going from left here in the thousands place and moving to the right? Finally, please go ahead and solve these 4 questions. What is 10 squared? Then 10 cubed, 10 to the 4th, and finally 10 to the 5th. Bring all your answers to class tomorrow, or whichever day your teacher assigns you to bring this in. Thank you.